Evening all, well morning all actually. It is the 9th of August and I'm sipping a rather nice cup of tea, yet again nursing a hangover. I don't want you to think I'm a drunk or anything, but maybe as I said that, my brain kind of said, well, you want to maybe look at yourself. Anyway, we're going to talk some dust. Now, oh god, dust. What is going on with dust? Seriously, I see hotfix Charlie numbers are out. What does that mean, numbers are out? By the time this patch is... this video out, the patch could even be out as well, so I honestly don't know what's going on at all. So let's just make stuff up as we wildly go. I mean, I think my biggest issue with this, the way they're doing this, is CCP really don't like talking to their community, do they? I mean, it's just evident they hate talking to the rank and file, I guess. Prime example here is you think about the way that Saberwing used to talk. He was always pretty much, answering forums. He was answering, communiques. He was always reassuring the community, and he did his job very well. Now, I've got to admit, I don't see that same level of communication at all from CCP. Is it because they don't have that role anymore? I don't know, but it does feel slightly a shame that the only thing we really hear from CCP is usually through the forums. Which is not the best way to communicate at all. My biggest fear was when CPM1 was elected that they would actually become the unofficial spokespeople or voice piece of CCP. Now I hope that's not the case, because they actually have an important job, which is to figure out and work out and communicate and discuss with the wider community. So we'll see how that develops. But everything's gone very quiet from a dust point of view. We're playing it less as well, which could be the reason why. But even when I do, because I read the forums relatively often now, and I'm always looking for what's going on and various dramas, and to be honest, I don't really see a great deal. I don't see much going on. I think this is a shame in a way, because there is still a perfectly functioning and very good game here to play. Every time I play Dust, I am enjoying it. I know I keep kind of raging about certain things, but the reality is that I must enjoy it because I keep coming back for more. And look at this, just drop shipping. Such a fun thing to do. I really enjoy it. It's good stuff. Anyway, we're not going to talk about any of that today. We're going to talk about some of the fun things in Dust, and I think some of our kind of future plans to do with Dust, because we are committed to this game until the switch gets flicked. Pretty much. And I think it's just so much fun when you kind of look at that. You got a group of elevated forge gunners and AVers and snipers. That's difficult to take a dropship and take that on. That's hard, and that's the fun part of this game. It is actually a very, very fun game indeed. I think really what our commitment is with this game is we're soon to end Series 3 across the board. So Tactics, Fittings and Kicking Dust will end for Series 3. And then we start our Series 4, which will be called the Twilight Series or something like that. Twilight? What am I saying? Of course it's not going to be vampires and bloody werewolves and emotive teenagers. No, we're going to do some sort of, I guess just, I don't know, a kind of continuing series of a single playlist to Dust, because I don't really see the point of doing Fittings and Tactics so much anymore. And let's face it, our Tactics videos usually descended into vaguely kind of thinly veiled knob gags throughout, so I'm not going to kind of carry on with that scenario. But we're going to just do a final playlist of this, because, and even if it goes on for 400 episodes, that's fine, because our desire is to really show that there is still an incredibly fun game here. I know its numbers are dwindling. I know people are losing faith a little bit. I know Destiny is soon out. I know Borderlands prequel is coming. I know there's so many reasons that will stop you maybe playing this game. All I can say is don't. Consider it a fine wine. And you're now thinking, where's he going with this one? Hear me out. Consider Dust a fine wine that you've enjoyed and aged with over the time. So you've been playing it. And I think that makes this game an investment for you as well, okay? So, yes, you can walk away from it. Yes, you could trade your PS3 in to get 20 quid off your PS4, you fucking traitor. Or you could quite honestly just enjoy both. You could be that Mac daddy who has a PS3 on the left and a PS4 on the right. And when those ladies come round into your room, into your basement, and they see those two consoles sitting side by side, glistening and gleaming away, going ting, they will just throw themselves at you, because that means you are a Mac Daddy. That means you are a player. And in console terms, at least, yeah, in console terms. And I think, yeah, quite frankly, you cannot underestimate the pulling power of a PS3 and a PS4 next to each other. It's just like, it's like elk urine, literally showered and liberally applied to you. Then you go out on a night out, and the women will just flock to you. Seriously, it's all pheromones, you see. Anyway, don't try that, by the way. I am joking. You do not want to try that. It is not nice. Anyway. So yeah, I think just don't give up on Dust. It's still an incredibly fun game. I am actually kind of racking my brain at the moment for ways to make this game more fun than it is. And the way to do this is you have to kind of like, you know, denote what makes the game, well, suck. And I think the first one for me is public matches. If there was a way to have a kind of PC Lite variant, okay, that was just an open, fun, you know, take on a map where anybody, you know, and Jadek actually got my head going to this, because he tweeted it about 20 minutes ago, so I'm about to steal his idea. And it was just to have a free-for-all PC style match, so it didn't really matter what side you're on. So in essence, you're making a non-team deathmatch. And I like that idea, and I think if there's any way we can kind of replicate that, then that would be good. The only problem is, I think the reality is the casual gamer is not really represented in this game anymore at all. I think the fact is they are not represented in the slightest anymore, and even CCP turned their back on the hardcore players, because the reality is they know the hardcore players will just keep playing anyway. They're addicted, they'll just keep playing. And I'm trying to think of something we can do to kind of keep casual players playing the game. And we thought about maybe having an eternal PC war, so every night we'd know there'd be a match where basically 32 players could join and fight each other in a district-to-district thing. But the problem with PC is it's unpredictable, and there'll be some massive douche lord who sees that the Lord of Pyrex has entered PC, so they will, Lord of Pyrex, Lord of Dust has entered PC, and they'll just come troll me. So there's no real kind of easy way to do this. I did try and speak to CCP about maybe making some special matches, you know, some open special matches where, I don't know, everybody does melee or everybody does Nova Knives or something, just to have a bit of fun, showcase the game a bit. And they ignore me completely, so fuck you, CCP. If you're not going to listen to me, then why should I help you publish your fucking game, seriously? And that's it. So I don't really know what more to suggest, really. Post in the comments. Have you got any ideas of what we could do to make people like this game? Anything that requires zero CCP help would be good, because I think there's just not enough of them. They're too busy. They're doing other things. So we need to find a way to kind of make a match or a round or something that's just fun. And again, please don't say PC to me, because we have explored that, you know, to almost exhaustion. There is very little you can do with PC. That doesn't mean you end up getting kind of screwed over. So, you know, you need just like a private league. Court battles, ironically, would have been perfect, because we could have just hosted 5 or 6 court battles a night, got everybody in, and just had an absolute blast of a time with friendly fire on. And oh, it would have just been amazing. We could have done so many showcase videos for this game. You know, everybody in tanks, everybody in dropships, everybody on and surfing a dropship trying to forge gun each other. We could have made this game so funny and so fun, and the videos would have been great. The CCP don't understand YouTube. They don't understand giving you the tools to actually go and showcase their goddamn product. It baffles me and it bothers me, actually, that they never made it so you had the freedom to do that. Court battles were in the game and they removed them. I still don't know why. But there we go. Rant done. Post in the comments. Have you got any ideas how maybe we could do some showcases for Dust? Maybe CCP don't want to do this, but hey, until they say to me stop doing it, we want to let the game die, I'm just going to keep trying to push this game. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Post in the comments, give me your ideas, and we'll see you next time.